Alright, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about 4-point editing. Alright, so in the previous video, we already know how to use 3-point editing. So right now, what is 4-point editing? So basically, 4-point editing is a combination of 3-point editing, but we just added one additional flip clip or something. So I'm gonna show you how to use it. So welcome back inside of the Premiere Pro. Make sure that you're in the editing workspace and reset it to the save layout. You know how to do it. And all right, so we are on the 3-point editing sequence still. 3-point editing, you know how to use 3-point editing. Now we want to do a 4-point editing. So basically, a 4-point editing is if you want to set up in point and out point in your timeline or in your sequence. All right, say for example, we can press the letter I here, and then we press the letter, all right, we press the letter O here. All right, so basically we want to add a clip in this part of the sequence. All right, so let's try to find a footage here. All right, and let's try to find a footage. All right, say for example, you want to put this in your timeline. All right, so let's try to press I. All right, there you go. Now the fit clip dialog box will pop up. All right, this is interesting, and this is your 4-point editing. Okay, because we have in point and out point in your timeline sequence. Now you have different options because in the timeline we set this up. All right, and we are not sure how long is this clip, and we're not sure how long is this clip too. That's why it's asking if this clip will going to fit on this in point and out point. So we have different option. The source is shorter than the destination. All right, this is the source, this is the destination, and they're not the same length. All right, so there's gonna be a problem because Premiere Pro having a problem how to fit in those. You set the in points and the out points and how it's gonna fit in that. All right, so we have options here. So change the clip speed to fit the fill. All right, so if this is longer and if this is shorter, it will be added, but it will make it faster or slower slow motion just to fit on these on the in point and the out point that you set up. All right, so change the clip speed. We have ignore the source out point, and we ignore the source sequence in point and ignore the sequence out point. All right, so these are your options. So let's say we want to change the clip speed. Let's click OK. Boom. All right, now the in point and the out point added here. So let's try to play it. All right, so it make it slow. All right, the video has a slow motion because this clip want to fit in on this in point and out point. Since it's longer than this, so the video clip Premiere Pro automatically make it slow motion. All right, so let's look for the speed of this speed duration. You see the slow motion for 49% slow motion just to fit in the in point and the out point on the sequence timeline. All right, that's why. So let's cancel and let's undo it. All right, undo it. Okay, now let's say we want to set in point here and we set out point here by pressing O, and as you can see, this is 6 seconds, 6, 7, 1, 2. All right, basically I don't know how much seconds is this. All right, but we want to put some video again here. Let's try to drag it by pressing the letter I. All right, now let's ignore the in point. All right, so ignoring the source in point, this is the in point. So if the Premiere Pro ignore it, so meaning they're gonna fit in starting here. So all of the footage from here up until here, and then one's gonna fit in here. All right, so if the footage say it's longer. All right, so let's try to cancel this one, and I'm gonna try to remove everything so that you will get a better understanding. So let's see. All right, so we're gonna start for 0, and let's try to set in points here, and then let's set for the in out point for 2 seconds. All right, 2 seconds. 2 seconds out point. All right, now let's say we're gonna set here the in point I, and then set the out point here. All right, so it's 1 second. Let's try to make it 3 seconds. All right, so you have 3 seconds in the source clip. We have 2 seconds on in point and out point in the timeline. We have 2 seconds. We have um, how many seconds is this? We have 3 seconds in our source monitor. All right, and we want to drag it in here. So if you press the letter if you press the comma, all right, if we're gonna ask you, the source is longer than the destination, okay, because this is 3 seconds, this is only 2 seconds. So we're gonna change the clip speed to fill it up. Boom. All right, so it make it. All right, let's try to check the speed. So the speed is 158%. So he make it Premiere Pro makes it faster just to fit in on this 2 second in point and out point clip. All right, so that's how you use the first one. Now let's undo it. Let's try let's press the comma key again. Let's try the ignore source in point. We're gonna ignore this one. All right, click OK. All right, so he ignored it. He ignored the first part of the in point. He started to fill in using the out point. All right, so basically it's here, the out point. This is this footage was added on the timeline. All right, let's see. All right, and then that's 2 seconds. Now this is 2 seconds, 2 seconds. So basically this clip was not successfully added on the timeline because he ignored it. All right, this one was ignored. All right, now let's try the next one. Let's undo it. All right, we have in point, out point here, and we set in point and out point here. Let's try to insert it one more time. This time let's try to ignore the source out point. All right, click OK. Source out point, and then click OK. All right, now the first 2 seconds is only 2 seconds, and this is 3 seconds. He's gonna ignore, or Premiere Pro will ignore the out point. All right, so he will start from here, 1 0, and then 1 2. All right, so since he's ignoring the last point or the out point, this part of the clip, this is the only part of the clip will be added on the timeline. All right, as you can see. Let's play it. There you go. So this part was not added anymore. All right, so let's undo it. All right, let's try this. Insert, ignore sequence in point, ignore sequence out point. So basically, if you have clips on the video, so if you have clips in the timeline, all right, let's try to add a video first here. So let's go into add this clip, adding clip. Let's change clip speed. All right, and then let's try to add another clip. False. Okay, we have 2 clips now here. All right, say for example you want to set in point here, and you want to set out an out point here, and let's try to bring this clip again. Let's try to press the comma key, and then let's ignore the sequence in point. Click OK. Boom. So the sequence in point, as you can see, I put here the in point in the sequence and the out point in the sequence. Since I choose the options to ignore the sequence in point, so the video clip was added. It was starting on the out point. All right, because that was the option. Now let's undo it, and let's try the ignore the sequence out point. All right, so if you ignore the sequence out point, we hit OK. There you go. Before the out point is in here. All right, so he started to put the video here starting on the in point because he ignored the out point. All right, so basically that is your 4-point editing. So one of the advanced editing techniques inside the Premiere Pro to make your edit faster. All right, I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for completing this video. All right, and see you in the next video.